Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Archer here, and today is a very special day because I have found out that this family laptop will run Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines at halfway decent frames. Let me check. Subtitles are on, volume, that should be good. High resolutions, complex shadows, and who's a what's this? But yeah, this is special because this was like the first game I watched on YouTube that got me into these Let's Play things, and I'm going to talk about it while I go through this. So we're creating a new character. You can answer a whole bunch of questions to figure out what kind of character you are, or you can just pick the character that you want. And we'll go through all these and this is worth saying. Why is his name Wiener Butt? Oh, that's what I put in when I was testing it. So the game is actually kind of different depending on what clan of vampire you do play as. Because some you have to be a lot more stealthy and you get different missions. Some you can just like waltz through places and be a badass about everything. So I'll go through a couple of these. Bruja right here. So you can, if you want, you can read all that stuff in the bottom left-hand corner. But basically, he's kind of just like he's basically, if the IRA had a vampire division, this is what you would have. And just for the sake of showing all the models that they have in this game, which they're all pretty well done, I'll say. There's female Bruja, male Bruja. Then we got the Gangrel. Look at this dude. They're basically like, and look, his hair even floats. I really like that. That's cool. They're like nomads, basically. You can read that in the bottom left-hand corner. They kind of do their own kind of thing, stick to their own clan, all that. Oh, we gotta show the female model. Less beastly, I will say. She does have that tattoo, which is kind of cool. Yeah, she doesn't look half bad for a vampire. Anyways, Malkavian. These are psychopaths, as you can tell, because she has her thong riding up out of her skirt, and you can spin her around and make her skirt fly up. Anyways, and her boobs jiggle. Hey, they kind of jiggle grossly. That's really gross. Ew. Okay. So, Malkavians are basically just fucking crazy. That's pretty much it. And, okay, all the clans have, like, their own little pluses and minuses. Like, some have better defense and some have better attack. This is the male Malkavian. Yeah. That might be what we play as. Nosferatu. As you may have seen the original Nosferatu movie. Looks pretty similar. Maybe the teeth are a little more gnarled, but yeah, like some bondage going on. Squatting over. All that. So these things, you can't go out in public with them. When you play as them, not with them. I mean, whatever. Both sayings work. Anyways. They're hideous. You have to, like, you can't do missions like topside. You have to sneak into places and like go through sewers and all that kind of stuff. The female version, pretty much the same thing, just looks a little more like rotting. Like his skin, like on his chest and back, it looks kind of bad. But her, she's, oh man, she's like seconds from being a zombie. And why is her thong riding up too? That's gross. That is gross. And then we're getting to like the top tier, like well-rounded vampires. The Toreador. They're like artistic, high society They're like the hipsters of the vampires. Yeah, there's female model, there's male. Look, I like. Yeah, hipster. You think? Look at the fucking hair, Jesus Christ. The Tremere. These are like sorcerers, and the music stops, so this is kind of weird. So sorcerer, kind of like blood magic, kind of dudes, or gals if you're playing as the female version, who looks very strange. Like a blind woman, maybe. But her skirt flies up too, if you wiggle her fast enough. This guy doesn't look terrible. I mean, he's got an eyebrow piercing. That's kind of whatever. But then we get to the tippy top, which is the Ventrue. And these are like the kings of the Vampire Society. I've never played through the game as a Ventrue. I've done... well, yeah, these guys... Okay, so basically these are like the people that lead all the vampires. Like, most... they're like Donald Trumps and presidents of the vampire world. Her skirt will float around as well. But I'm a male, so we're going male. I've played as a Malkavian, a Nosferatu, and a Tremere. What I think offers the best experience... Like, I mean, if you're looking for like a good game, any of these will work. Preferably not Nosferatu. That makes the game a little bit more difficult. But I probably should have started a timer to let me know. It's probably what I'm going to do right now, if I have a timer on this. Okay, so I have a timer set up now, so I can kind of see how long I've been playing for. It's probably been like 10 minutes since I started this already, which is kind of dumb because I'm just explaining things. But anyways, so Nosferatu makes the game pretty difficult, I will say. You have to hide and be really stealthy about a lot of things, and they are very strong though, which is good. But I think Malkavian gives you like a really like lighthearted zombie story. Like it's really fucking funny. I think so, at least. So we are Archer, the male Malkavian, and we will go to our sheet, and this is the attribute abilities and disciplines. This is specs and such. Okay, so we have all these pretty self-explanatory. The only things that might not be subterfuge, ability to conceal your motives, like it's like stealthy but like conversationally stealthy. Aspects, mental faculties. You can see auras of people and all that kind of stuff, like through walls and what have you. Dementia. This is the Malkavian special ability. It puts you into a state called madness and gives you wait, hold on a second. Channels madness and pours it into them. Okay, so you take the madness that you have and you put it on somebody, and like the different levels give you like different, like you can make someone laugh or make someone start like crying and sobbing, and when they're doing that, as long as you don't interact with them, you can move freely about them and they won't like interact with you. Obfuscate is basically invisibility. So as you can see, we got a whole bunch of points to add. So what we're gonna do here, I have one social thing. We don't look that gross. We don't need to put one on appearance. We will put one on charisma, so you can persuade people. Intelligence, definitely. And wits. Wits is good. For one talent, we'll do brawl, because I plan to get into more fights than I should. I don't plan to use a whole bunch of firearms. Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. But melee security. That sounds pretty good. Computer. We're just upping our hacking a lot right now. We're up to 3 on hacking. Oh, and when you highlight one of these, like I'm hovering over a computer. On the right side, you'll see all your feats, and hacking is highlighted. So when I do that again, you'll see it go up. It tells you what you're affecting, really. Do scholarship and haggle, so we can get a lot of money. That's probably good enough. And if I have to put one on any of these disciplines, I would probably do obfuscate, because it is. Oh yeah, each point you put on it, you get a different level. So we can do. We can move while we're invisible only if we're crouched. If we touch anyone, interact with the environment, we appear again. So anyways, we're going to head into the Opening cutscene. The Embrace. The act of transforming a mortal into a vampire. I'll try and be quiet during a whole bunch of cutscenes. So the woman just said she wants to show us something. And we scream. And heartbeat. And we become a vampire. Those are condoms everywhere. It's gross. It's so gross. And pills. The clock isn't even ticking even though it sounds like it is. Nice earrings, bro. And that nipple piercing is completely off-placed. And there's handcuffs on the bed and everything. Oh! Ooh! So we just get staked in the chest from the get-go. And, oh yeah.
My fellow kindred, my apologies for disrupting any business or interfering with prior engagements in their privacy.
That was weird.
It's unfortunate that the affair that gathers us together tonight is a troubling one. We are here because the laws that bind our society, the laws that are the fabric of our existence, have been broken. As Prince, I am within my rights to recognize the kindred of this city, the privilege of sound. Many of you have come to me seeking permission, and I have endorsed some of these requests. However, the accused that sits before you tonight has not refused permission. Indeed, my permission was never sought at all. They were caught shortly after the embrace of this child. It pains me to announce the sentence.
Titties.
Up to tonight, I considered the accused a loyal and upstanding member of our organization. But as some of you know now, the penalty for this transgression is death.
Oh shit.
Know that I am no more adjudicator than I am a servant to the law that governs us all. Let this scene serve as a reminder to our community that we must adhere to the code that binds our society, lest we endanger all of mankind. Forgive me. Let the penalty commence.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Which leads to the fate of the ill-begotten project.
And to Ashugo.
Without the sire, most children are doomed to walk the earth never knowing their place, their responsibility, and most importantly, the laws they must obey. Therefore, I have decided that this is bullshit!
Oh shit. Nines.
If Mr. Rodriguez would let me finish.
Look at that fucking Goomba looking dude.
They shall be instructed in the ways of our kind and be granted the same rights. Let no one say I am unsympathetic to the plights and causes of this community. I thank you all for attending these proceedings, and I hope their significance is not lost. Good night.
Yeah, the voice acting and stuff gets a little bit like sketchy audio quality wise. It like echoes at points and doesn't. Sounds like he's speaking from far away, and then sounds like he's speaking like right in front of you. But yeah. So, be quiet.
But you see, there is a strict code of conduct that all of us must adhere to if we wish to survive.
And you get those weird blackouts and stuff.
Anyone breaks these laws, they undermine the well-known fabric of our centuries-old society. Understand my predicament. Allowing you to live makes me directly responsible for your subsequent behavior. So, what I'm offering is not generosity, but the opportunity to transcend the fate rolling by your side. This is your trial. You will be brought to Santa Monica. There, you will meet an agent by the name of Mercurio. He will provide the details of your labor. I've shown you great clemency. Prove it was more than a wasted gesture, Fledgling. Don't come back until you do. Good night.
Good evening to you as well, sir.